Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, we're gonna get started now. Perfect. Okay, let's see, let's do this here. This goes there. This is our analysis board. So I'm getting that ready. We're gonna do the Tatev game versus her opponent. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but it's the winner variation of the French. So it's a really good game. I wanted to go over it with you. E4. E6, D4, D5. This is the start of the French defense. Of course, you guys know that. And the win here, of course, you guys have seen already, is this here. E5, F4, A3. And then you take, and you take. And then not, the main line is knight to knight G7 for a reason. It's so that when the queen comes to G5, you potentially have the idea of maybe jumping in, and also you can castle if need be. There's a line with castling, knight E7, G4, and then castles. It's more of a safer way of doing it. And bishop D3, and the knight really does a wonderful job on G6 if need be. It kind of is like a anchor, and at the right moment you can go F6. You can take. You potentially could even bring your queen out to A5, which is what kind of Letterman played against Fabi. This is sometimes what they'll actually play here. This is a side line. Then if you play here, at this point you can either lock it up or play knight here. And I know what you're thinking. What if that is played? Well, you want that. You actually want that to happen. I know it sounds weird. You just retreat your queen back, and then wait, what if he takes? Well, then you take back. Now you're attacking, and if the bishop goes there, look what you just create. You just created that weakness there. So you have to remember that there's certain moves like C, B, D. That's a line as well. We haven't gone over the linear, and I'll show you some linear lines when we do. That this is based also on the takes here. It's based also on these two ideas, and then having a knight potentially coming here and then attacking these 2 points. Knight H5, kind of trying to go for the mate, and then in comes our anchor piece, knight to G6, with a double attack on E5. And potentially the queen can come, if need be, to trade itself off on H4, and then you have potentially B6, and you have a lot of attack. It's very cramped at the moment, but that's not a problem. We know how to handle that, don't we, guys? We have to continue to like C7 is actually the main line in that line, because what you're planning on is if the king castles, you can actually takes, and then if takes, you can actually take at this point with queen takes. Yes, you're down 2 pawns for a piece, but if you look at what type of piece play your opponent has, which is almost 0, you're still fine. Like if he plays rook there, you always can just retreat back. If he takes, you take, and you got to be careful trading down. So queen is there, bishop, and C4 is played to lock it down. It takes. That gives some space. Now this is under fire, that's under fire. Queen E8. I don't know if I would have played Queen E8. I think I might have played Queen F4. That's just me though. why is queen e4? Let's say takes here. Pawn takes. So equal. One thing I noticed that Tatev has a lot of energy and and can you imagine what pure focus would do if she had? That'd be great. Yeah, I mean, focus with energy with focus makes strength. So you know what? That's the cool thing. That's why I picked her out as a player to go over. Is she kind of reminds me of a lot of energy, and we can use that as a learning material to become more energetic in our play, and also we can use the focus that we're learning as well and become even stronger. It'll be great. So h6, knight e7. This locks b5 locks down this pawn move, because if the pawn comes here, you could always just take. It's protected by the queen, and you do have a pretty bad pawn, but you can always cement it with d7, bishop d7. So g4, now a5. Now Tatev's trying to just tear the queen side open. Next move's going to be a push here, and potentially if this is played here, she's just going to lock it down. Yeah, you got to lock it up. You don't want to open it. And in theory, this favors white slightly, but if you notice that white really doesn't have a good knight to really do anything with, so black, I would say this is about equal, and this now gives play for Tatev, because she can actually now go knight c6 and start her attack on the queen side. Okay, so wow, this is a brutal attack. G takes f4. Man, that white's going all in. You gotta love that. But remember, the king is closed, and there's only one file, so I think the white king's okay to have done that type of a mega attack, but kind of risky a little bit. But you do have to pry that open, otherwise black would have an advantage. And so I don't know if the bishop takes was best, in my opinion. I'm thinking knight might have been better, but it doesn't really have any hope anymore if it does take. So I guess best would be bishop, because you're hoping to get the knight. Man, I don't know where to. Well, let's see. Here, 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 and the knight really doesn't have any good spots to go to. So maybe taking with the knight was best, or is best, because then you can maybe play here, there. No, the knight really doesn't have any good. Now that I think about it, the knight has no real good spot to go to. So it's like white's playing without a knight. It's going to take a long time for that knight on h4, h3 to get back into the fray. And the queen, if you notice, can't come here, can't come there, so the king's safe here. And it's protected, and there's nothing really it could do. The rook slides over, and then b4. This is like, oh man. This is total mega attack. You gotta love this. Because if you took here, right, you take here, you take there, and then now you have knight, and these 2 points are under fire with a rook coming down here, our rook here, our pawn potentially there. You know, there's just so much. even a bishop after a rook here. It's like wow, a lot of attack. And sweet, now the knight's infiltrated in, so that's under fire. Potentially queen to e7 with an attack on the a3 pawn, and after that you can retreat back with a check with a potential mate. That'd be mate, my friends, mate. So the bishop has to come back to guard, and now she's going for more of an attack. And I would say that I'd probably, if I was her, I'd play this move here. That's just me. And then see if I can't get a queen over here. And then, even if must be, I could get a queen here with infiltration points there. I don't know. Maybe even rook. Maybe rook here infiltrating there would be good. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about all the attack. There we go. So she is going for that. Yeah, it's kind of hard. She kind of let a little bit of her attacks go down a tiny bit. Sometimes you just got to get her attack going now. This is not gonna be looking too nice. If I guess she's safe because of this knight. Boy, this knight's it truly lives up to its name. It's saving the whole game. And now this is under fire with mate to boot if white doesn't do anything. So the queen's gonna have to go there. If like the bishop does something silly, like we'll say here, this is actually checkmate right there. So her opponent can't play weak, let's just say. Otherwise, her opponent will get destroyed. Bishop a b8. Rook a b8. This takes over the open file as well. It frees up the queen. The queen doesn't have to do this open file anymore. So, I'm trying to see what potentially would be an idea. What would be an idea? Okay, white plays takes. Okay, that's a tactic. I was wondering about that. Yeah, because I think there's even potential mate here. No, there's no mate there. Another tactic. I believe potentially that might be a tactic that her opponent was afraid of. Let's see, is there a mate here at all? I think I missed something. What did I miss here? Oh, there's that. And then if it takes there. So he has to move forward. Yeah, it's okay. Hey, you know what? We all have those type of games. I'm just trying to see. There's a reason that the knight didn't. After this, I was looking at why didn't the knight take here. I want to see. I tried my darndest. Okay. What about my idea though of that there? Okay. Snap. I found it! Yeah! Hurrah! I found the reason why this takes is silly. Okay, we'll have to go over it after this game. Trust me, that's a cool tactic. I wanted to show you. We worked it out. I want to show you that with Fox. It looks like Tatev could actually take the rook, but no. Oops, gotta turn off the engine. So you are. Let's see. Are you white or black? So knight c5. Oh, you're white. Okay. Hey, wow, the Sicilian defense French variation. Who'd have thunk? So the French does have a part in a lot of different variations. So takes. Oh, a blunder? Oh, don't you know what? I'll show you a game where I, just a little bit ago, I did a blunder, but the player got low in time, and so it was a blessing. Oh, you're black. Okay, then we'll turn the board. Trust me, it's, you know what, it happens to the best of us. You know what? Even Tatev, she says, has a problem every once in a while with that, you know. And even some grandmasters miss tactics. So don't feel bad. Knight e3. Okay, so far so good. You're good. You're so far so good. Nice. I like your position. You're controlling heavily the D file with two pieces, and and your opponent's defending it with two pieces. Oops. Okay. I don't know. I might have actually played. Well, that surrenders that square, doesn't it? Snap. I was hoping to play on e5, the d5 square, but you have to remember that that gets surrendered at that point. It's like, so you can't go e5. I want to control this right here. This right here is what I want. If I can anchor that, I can totally take advantage. I can school white if I can anchor that point. That's what goes through my mind. Uh-oh. I see a slight sitch with with a pin. I think if it was me, I might, well, if I play there, then he's got that. Oh, I can't. I might have played instead of rook d8, because this is still fortified. I probably would have played queen to e5. Yeah, I think I think queen e5 is best. And if he takes, you take with the queen, and you now have you have two bishops, and the center is going to end up being exploded opening, as we would say. You have a pin along here, which is huge, a double attack. You have this and there. and then potentially this bishop is going to come exploding into the game. So, you know, you have a lot of yeah. I just always look for what's the weakness to a move. Yeah. That when they do this type of a move here and there's no knight here, I think to myself, how can I take advantage of that? So like e5, like what you're saying, if he takes here, you can actually just take pawn takes, and now you have this open file here, like what you're saying. This open file is all yours. You just move the king over, bring the rook, and now you have a bishop attack here, a rook attack here, potentially you can even sack if you ever had to, and maybe even get a draw. Who knows? This move, in my opinion, for white was a error. I do not like this move here. It has too many drawbacks, in my opinion. I'm thinking what he was thinking after e5 is probably cementing it there, but you then just have h6. Well, I'm just looking at this. I just want to take a look at this. And then potentially you'd probably have to drop back, maybe challenging your bishop, but I think at this point we have enough meat in the game to, even if he plays there, you then could potentially, if he takes, and let's see, what can we do here? Probably we'd pin the queen. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. So there. Okay, your opponent blunts the c6, the a7 to g1 diagonal. This will end up becoming a slight weakness. You could actually challenge it with, you go d5. I don't know if I would have went d5. I probably would have went d6. Just because it tickles this right here, and also the rook is perfectly positioned on the open file. It's protected by the queen and by the knight. So let's see, what could white play here? Really, any move is not well played. I guess you still could play. Maybe I'm just a little ahead of myself. Maybe e5 here actually does work. Well, it does have queen to d6. Well, then you could play bishop b7 or b8, queen takes, rook takes, and now you have a better diagonal for your dark squared bishop. So now this move looks very silly for white. Yeah. Where? Oh, he can't go f4. Oh, you're talking back here? Back here, he can't go f4. You have a pin on the pawn. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, gotcha. I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he could go f4. That's right. Yeah, that is true. And then he does have that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying there. See, that's the only problem that I saw with d5 is this. I don't think really, even if he plays takes here, I think you have enough protection that he's not going to take this pawn with d6. Just you always have to plan out what potentially could he do. These two pawns right here cement here, so excuse me. This pawn here can't be played there because you'll just take it and win material. So, and if he takes here, which is a silly move. You take with the rook, and now he's unleashed the bishop again, and then with a potential queen to b6, the bishop could come out, the queen's got to move. So I just think d6 is better in my opinion. D5 is okay too. It just fractures your king side. You just always got to be careful of that. Oh, that's much better. My throat got a little dry there. Okay, sweet. Now you're getting some attack. We're loving it. Loving it. Nice. You gotta love this. That's sweet. That's a good move. I love that move. I like it a lot. Okay. Interesting. Okay, dokie. The moment of truth, right? Let me see here. Let me see. I'm thinking either something like Queen G5 would be a good move. Queen G5. Or potentially Queen F6, or F5, Queen G5, Queen F5, G5, F5, either one of those. So you played rook takes, bishop takes rook, queen takes. Oh, you got two pieces for a rook. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. You're, in my opinion, he's slightly better. Slightly better. But you have more of an attack, so his knight's gonna have to move. I think at this point I would just take. Well, you can't. That's bad because then he could grab. I was hoping to grab this, but then he could come down here, so can't do that. Nope. Cancel. My bad there. Gotta get rid of that. Huh. Well, maybe you can take, and then if he takes here, you play knight. Plays bishop there. Kind of like that move. And then if he pushes, which is a bad move, you can always play there. And then if he goes there, ouch! You don't want that to happen. Nope. So the move takes is bad. My bad there. That's not a good move. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, true. I don't know if moving the knight might not have been a better idea, because then that's a horrible move for him to play against. I don't think he'd play that bad, but you could always try. The knights love to jump all over the place. H5. You just don't want to, if you don't have to, provoke any weaknesses. Oh, nice. Now you're taking control. Did you think about playing rook to d5? Rook d5, and then if he plays here, I think you still have this attack. If he plays there, maybe you have here at that point. And if he takes, kind of like in this, then he takes there. Interesting. Then you play here, and then if he tries, I think his rook's trapped. Yeah, his rook's trapped at that point. Or his knight's trapped. Yeah, you got his knight. Yeah, you got these lines are just cool. When you have this much play, it's stellar. Nice. That's right. Okay, my idea was bishop b8 was not to directly attack the queen side, but to come around later in the future endgame with my rook. So a bit of an indirect idea. Yeah. Let's see, what could we have played here? I'm kind of liking this move, because I don't really see any move that he can play that maybe he could play here. Well, then you drop that like an atomic blast on him. This pawn's not going anywhere, so you don't have to worry about grabbing. Don't worry about grabbing pawns. I've learned from my teacher that there's pawns that are like meaningless pawns that really don't. Yeah. After rook c1. So I totally missed that. Yeah. Yeah, because bishop d5 is like, it's a dream move. It's like, because these bishops, remember, you studied probably, you guys have studied probably the knight and bishop versus lone king with just a king. These two pieces here versus, these pieces versus just a king. This is the optimum placement of these two pieces. They love being one square apart from each other like that. The threat was knight to e2, knight e2, after rook c1, knight g3, knight g3, the knight who wins a piece. Interesting. Yeah, it does. 92 does win a piece because he has to give up the protection of his knight, and you snap a piece off. Yeah, you're right. You do. That is an exclam move right there. That's a winner. Total crunch, bone cruncher right there. Yep. I don't know. I would have. I don't know. If it was me, I kind of just would have traded off and just played for a winning endgame. That's just me, though. And if he tries something like that, you always have. I guess potentially he could try some attack because these are on the opposite color. This is an interesting endgame for sure. You could play rook to f3. That's an interesting idea. If he plays here, you can always then retreat your bishop back. And this is still hanging here. After takes, you have a check there. You're controlling everything. You kind of want to keep the king back, so you really don't want to retreat and allow any attack. This check is a devastating attack because of one thing. It forces him to move, and then you have knight. And if he plays here now you can always come over and attack that pawn. Bugs, I hate bugs are a pain sometimes. So he might try here. So maybe this move here is best. I'll remove that. And then if he goes there, then we have that. He's gonna have to come here. Then we have a check. And interesting for sure. Okay. I don't know, maybe taking is best in this scenario here as well. And then holding, doing your best to hold so that if he plays here, actually can't play there, my bad. So he's gonna have to push and then takes, and there you go. Now you're totally crunching. You just got to be careful with this majority. You don't want to walk into a trap. I don't know, I know this sounds crazy. I would have played here and then brought that over like that, allowed for this exchange. And I believe we have I think you do have enough, if I'm not mistaken, to actually win this. Even if he tries checking, here you just come there, and I don't think he could stop. Yeah. I know, but look at that. You know, he's got two connectors, but you just have so many pawns. It's like, how does he handle that? You know, this would be a cool endgame to have gone into. Kind of crazy, but you know what? That's the cool thing about chess, when you get a style that you're known for. Like Nakamura was known for like the kamikaze kid in his days, his younger days. He was like he would throw everything he had at you and more. I think you're safe here. I don't think there's any problems. I don't know if you can infiltrate in. Giving up one pawn cements your structure. I might have just, if it was me, I just would have kept pushing this, and if he played there. Oops, not there. Here. There you go. And it's all over. It's hard. These end games are hard to play. That's actually, I believe you're in a drawn position if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a draw now. Oh, king up here. Interesting. Huh. Wow. Ah, drat, you were so close. You were one move away. That's a draw. That's a win. Ouch. You know what? I've been there. Don't worry. I've been there. So this is a one position here. So if he goes there, he still has check. Yeah, I think you could still mate for ya. Man, it hurts sometimes. That was a really good game. I gotta say, you played really good. That was a really good game. Do you have any questions on it? Do you have any questions on the game? Okay. I'll wait till you get back if you have any questions. So, alright. This is what was played. Now we're going to get back into Tatev's game. Don't get disappointed. Hey, you know what? We're just playing out Tatev's game here, and she ended up beating her opponent. So I'll show you a game where I even blundered. Okay, so don't. This is a game. Okay, so don't feel bad. All right, here we go. Knight d5, c4. It's kind of, this is an odd move sequence. So I takes. I drop my knight back. I don't want to play the knight in here because he could actually takes. Well, I guess it still would be okay. More likely pawn and then takes. So maybe it is better for me to have actually played up there. Might have played something like that, and there. More likely, not bishop takes. Yeah, he'd lose a piece, so queen takes. And then something similar to that. See, I even made a slight error there. Just predicting what your opponent's going to do before they do it, as Hannibal Smith said, is a plan. And then it pushes. And then I play, that's a blunder. That's like a bad move. Because this happens here. This gets dropped on me like a sledgehammer. So, probably better would have been a knight and then bishop here. I could drop my knight in there. And this, and if he trades. And I think I'd be slightly better here. Not totally better, but because of his structure, pawn structure, I'm better. And I have more space than he does. A better centralized knight, so. But yeah, so I blundered there. And so I just had to make the best of a worse position. I played back there to keep an eye. My idea is to keep hold here and keep a hold here and keep an eye there. This is my my hope is these pawns here, because there's 3 versus 1 and I have enough to at least get a queen. He pushes there. I'm now trying to move in to see if I can't get queen f4 or potentially queen g4, so I can maybe trade off and somehow activate my pieces. He plays knight f3, played g. This is a pin, this is a big attack, because my idea now is I can bring my my pawn. I could push my pawn here and maybe I can win a pawn again. So g3 is played, g4, knight, bishop, queen goes to f4. My idea still is to potentially maybe try to get a pass, or rook f8. I takes, and now I control the open file. So I'm trying to make my position better with every move, even though I'm down like I think a pawn. Let's see how I have 6 and he has 5. Yeah, I'm down 2 pawns. And so he walked right into a pin, and I see that potentially I have a double attack there. And now I'm threatening mate. So he moves over here. I push up, takes, and at this point I kind of didn't know really what to do, so I just went with what I had, which was pushing there. And I took there, and I attacked. He came there, he took, and then he tried to with that. So I'm not sure if what's best here. Let's see. Okay, so the queen check is best. Then you take here, and the rook takes. Okay, you get that a rolling. Yeah, he's still slightly better. So, but I play there. I whip that out. So rook there. Okay. So that wins. Yeah, ouch, okay. Okay, that's best at that point. Okay, yeah, mate in 12. Okay, that's, you know what, we even, I haven't made mistakes. So, we'll go into some, we're going to work on a little bit of some opening. Just a little bit of openings right now. And then we'll do some tactics. So, probably 20 minutes of opening or less. And we're gonna do, I'm working on the classic variation of the French. We're gonna try to get some opening, get some stuff in there, and learn. And so this is the thing. Takes F4. I think we went over this line already, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think we did. We went over this line. So the next line. Well, let me see. Did we? Let's hold on, because oops. Let's get that out of here. Get that out. Get that out of here. So knight f3 is played. c5 to undermine the structure. Queen d2 to castle queenside. Knight c to double type there. Castle queenside. Knight b6. And c takes d is the line we're going to be going down into. Queen takes c. So this is the line we're going to be working on here. So remember to take that. Once that one's done, that's done. So I'm using Nick DeFerman's modern chess opening book, and we're just doing a little bit out of it so that we can get a better understanding. Let's see, where's the F? Here we go. H4 was played. Bishop D2, D7, Rook H5. Oops, not A5. I keep getting that mixed up. My bad there. Sorry about that, guys. H. Let's see here. Let's see, Queen takes. H4, that's right. Bishop D7, that's right. h5, rook f. Oh, drat, I missed castling back here. Sorry guys, give me a second. I apologize about this. I knew I forgot something, so far so good. So queen takes. Oh no, I missed a whole bunch. f4, my bad there. Gotta get rid of that. That makes a whole bunch of sense. I missed one move. Tells you gotta be 100% on board with your moves, otherwise you're gonna get squashed, and that wasn't a fun. Okay, he castled queenside d6, knight d6, and c takes, queen takes. Instead of bishop d3, he plays in the game h4, bishop d7, h5, kind of undermine the structure. Rook f, c8, taking care of that. They're saying that h6 was actually an exclam move here. h6 is actually the move that supposedly is the best one. It gets an exclam by Nick. So rook fc8 is what was played. h6, g6. This is actually from a game. Let's see if the game actually comes up. No. And the continuation of the game goes like this. The plan. Oops. The plan for this is black. The black wants to kind of keep the position closed, and he has a rook pawn. He's trying to develop, and so this actually, in my opinion, is better for white, because white actually is the one that has the most play. He's the one that's being attacked the most. So let me see, what would be a plan for, okay, I'm going to make one more move for, now it says knight to h2, and this is an exclam, because the idea is to go, like what we talked about. Oh, h6. Can he go g5? Potentially, yeah. That is what Nick was talking about. This is a potential line that he was going down, and what potentially could be played is actually undermining the structure here, and if he takes, he can't take because he loses a piece. So, and if you take here, you take there, and if he plays here, guess you can't even take here because you lose a piece there. So it really is a good move now that we think about it. This is more likely the idea that they would have. So takes, and I don't think white has any more play than he used to. Maybe something like that. And he takes, and maybe rook f2 would be a good move. And we see what the okay. Hey. So we were right about that. Yep. It's still better for white, but I think there's still some play for black. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, but this is actually a move. This one right here is an exclam move for white. They Nick likes this move here. Knight to h2. Let's see, where's there we go. Let me see, where am I? Knight h2. And then g4 will actually gain an advantage for white because of the weak f6 square. So let me see here. So there. I think this is where this game stops. Yeah. Yep. Kind of crazy, isn't it? So we'll stop here, and for this will be where we stop. We'll pick up. I got on a little bit later tonight, so I wasn't able to get more of a session in, and we need to do some of our fun puzzles. So I'll switch to puzzles. That was one of our things. We usually do like a couple opening selections, but this one I wanted to pick up on. And then we're going to go over the next line is called the Alekhine Chador attack. And instead of, I'll show you what it, and I'll leave you with this teaser here. Instead of taking here, the Alekhine move is that, and that's what will I'll leave you guys with this teaser. This is what we're going to be going over right here next time. And now we'll do some puzzles. I'll be right back. You guys take a look at this, and I'll check on your guys' notes with this puzzle when I get back. Just one sec. Alrighty. Okie dokie, let's see what do we got here. What do we got, guys? What do we got? What do we got? Rook A, E1. Sorry, Rook A1. Looks pretty crushing. Simple. This is looks rank A1, E1. Bishop takes. So bishop takes. Knight. Rook takes. Rook takes. G takes. King D7. And then bishop to F4. Huh. F5, I mean. Interesting. Trying to see, there's always a flaw in the position. Excuse me. Da, da, da. Let's see here. Let's take. I'm just trying to see if I'm missing anything here. Ding. Ding. Okay, so right there, 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 there. There. Oops, my arrows are wrong color. That's funny. Oops. Yeah. Trying to see if we take here, he could actually take there. Ay, ay, ay. Oi, 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 oi. Let's see, if we take here, he takes there. Oops. So if we take here, he takes there. We have to move our king. I really don't see anything better than that. Huh. Yeah. He were in check. If we play here, he could actually take. So if we take here, he takes here, we take there, he takes there, we take there. Yeah, so we can't take d4. Excuse me. So I think we just move our king, if I'm not mistaken. I think we have to just move the king. I think that wins. I don't really see anything else that is applicable. If we move the king and then he plays bishop takes, we just take with the pawn. And if rook takes, we just take and we're up a whole piece and we freed up our king. So I think it's just king moves, yeah. That's the only move that makes practical sense. Yeah. If we played here, he takes here, queen takes, and it's mate 3. So you wanted to check this line out. So rookie pretty. So you wanted to check this line out. Here, 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 here. And we're slightly better. We're better, but not meeting. So let's say that he moves his king. Then we take. And if he takes here, you can actually checkmate there, like what you're saying. So did I go over all the lines that you were thinking? Alright. I like that puzzle, so I gave it a thumbs up. Let me see for just a second here. Ugh, gross. Let's see, hold on, I just want to check something to make sure Chest cruncher, TV. I want to make sure that everything looks okay. Uh-oh, I don't want that. I don't want an advertisement. There we go. There we go. So now I can see better. There we go. So let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, the openings are like set, so we have to. The reason I'm trying to do that is I want to get better in my openings a little bit more, so that's why I do a little bit every day, and I take a game from Tatev, because I gotta say, she plays very similar to me, very similar to how I play. We have a lot of energy. We just and I need to focus down as well, so we have the same kind of style. Let's see here. Let's see, it would be tempting to go rook takes the bishop. Rook takes the bishop here, is that what you're saying? Interesting. Huh. I actually like taking right away, that's just me though. Because then if king comes up and takes, I guess bishop could take, couldn't it? Yeah, so maybe this is best here. Then after takes, takes, and then if king takes, queen comes in. Puzzling. Very, very puzzling. Interesting. No, we don't want to do the knight right now. We have to set up, we have to clear this spot out for the queen to come in. That's the only way we're going to get a mate happening. So I like your idea. Rook takes, c takes, bishop takes. He can't take because of the knight. See, if we play here, 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 queen check, king goes back, knight comes in. Now we're threatening mate, and it's all over. I like that idea. Yeah. That's a sweet move. Hey, economy. Yeah, I'm trying to see what would be a good move sequence here, because I'm thinking if we take here, yeah. Sorry about that. I'm still working on it. Let's see, if we play here, he'll take back there. Takes. Oops, takes. I don't know. I kind of like, if I'm saying, I like kind of that, but then the queen could come back and take, though. The queen would come over and take then. Ooh, nice. The only sitch is, I think this rook's still trapped, though. Oh, boy. Let's see, let's visualize. This is a weakness, so. Oh man, let's see here. Maybe it does. Maybe this does actually work now that we think about it, because if queen comes over, knight check, king moves, and then rook could actually either slide here or here. I believe that's more likely the move. The only problem why it doesn't work is that he could actually, at this point, if we play here, he could take, and then if we take here, he could take there. Huh. Yeah, I think you might be right. I'm trying to see, because I want to line this up right. If we play here, if he takes here, well, I guess two pieces are hanging, aren't they? Snap. Oh, snap crackles. I think you're right. I think Fox is right in that line. I think so. Let me see here. See here. Queen d7. Knight check. King h8. Rook takes d5. Bishop takes d5. Interesting, for sure. Is there anything better than that? I really don't see anything. So what we're thinking is here, here, there, here, here, there, here, sorry, here, come on, here, queen takes, and let's give it a shot. Yeah. Wow, nice job. Nice work. Nice work. And if he plays here, check. Rook takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, and queen there, okay. Queen here. Probably queen takes at that point. Queen takes, takes, and then we have a cross pin here. Okay. That's pretty interesting to say the least. Hold on. Oops. You want to go back to that one? Hold on. We'll take a look at some of the other lines too. The reason this doesn't work is if queen takes, if you have a check, you do have a check here, but I really don't see any. I was just looking at something like that to save the piece, but it really doesn't save anything. So, yeah. Yeah, I think we have, yeah. We did it. We did it. Yeah. Okay, we'll see if we could do one more after this one. Well, it depends on how much time it is. So we got to be efficient with our strategies. I'm gonna have to shrink this up just a little bit. So I can extend this. There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's see if we play bishop takes. Let's see. Let's make a rainbow. Ba-da-da-da-da. We're so close. Maybe it's something to do with a bishop move there. That'd be cool. Yeah. The only problem though is that I was looking at this, and then he has that. And then we lose a piece. I fell for a trap like that. I was like, last game, and I was like, no, not again. That's a nice little trap, yeah. Ugh, got a bug that's bothering me. True. There's still two pieces though, and we have a queen, and I don't know if that's. I was thinking. I looked at that move here, here, there. It does have bishop here, so I don't know. That's a triple. That is three attackers. So I guess we could move our knight. True. True. I see what you're saying. That's an interesting idea. Oops. Here, there, and there. Yeah, that is interesting. That's interesting. Interesting. Huh. Yeah. True. That is an interesting line, Fox. So I am thinking about that really. It is a lot more solid, that move is. This move here. I'll show you guys what we're talking about. I know you you guys are like, what's he talking about? Here, 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 there, and then back here in this the queen's being attacked right here. So that's what we're talking about there. Yeah. Anything better than that? Yeah, we can't take here because yeah. Right, excellent. Yep. That was a sweet line. Good job, guys. let's see that move. I want to go back and take a look at this. F6. At that point, we just come back and take. There we go. So something like that, yeah. I probably can do one more. Just one more. We did really good on time on that one. Good job. Let's see here. This is weak. That's weak. So what did it take? Say it took the pawn. Let's see. So he's going for an attack. Knight comes in attacking the bishop. So takes. Okay, so he's opening up. Alright. So basically black wanted this open file here. That's what black wanted. That's a crazy move. Crazy. You gotta love it though. The queen's almost trapped, so if we play rook to, yeah, rook e3, good find there, good find. Then if queen there, bishop to bishop h6, yeah, we're thinking alike. But where do we continue after? Let's say we play here, he plays there. We play here, he plays back. How do we continue? Well, we can push. We'll push the pawn, and yep, that's it. Yeah. Now we have to decide, do we take queen first? Or, I mean, do we take queen first? Or rook first? Oh, you're right. My bad. That's forced. If I took with the queen, that'd be horrible. What was I thinking? If we took here, the knight could just take. That'd be a bad move. Yeah, that's the only way to win a piece. Yep. We can do one more. I'm ahead of my schedule. Yes. Hurrah. I love doing puzzles. It's fun doing them with you guys. It's fun doing them with you guys. Alright. We're going to get to use the ability that the Lord's given us. That is true. Very, very true. Let's see here. That's funny. You want to look at the line? Okay. Hold on. That's the move that wins a piece. This move right here. Come on. Yeah, that wins a piece on the spot. Smashing, yeah. It's crushing. You gotta love it. Okay, we'll do this one. Then I gotta log off because it'll be the time. Not a problem. Alright. Okay, let's stay focused and we'll get this. Okay, okay, okie dokie. I feel that this diagonal here is loose right here. Excuse me. Huh. Nice. What about this here, though? I think we're still okay. Let's see. I think we're still fine even after that. I think we're good. Yeah, we'll probably stop right here. This will be a perfect spot. It's not scary because this is actually the line that I worked out. You move the king, and whatever happens, you can bring your queen into the fight here. If queen takes here, you just check. The bishop, then you take, king takes, and you have rook here, and if queen takes knight, you bring the queen in here, and basically your mate is to follow pretty soon. And it's crushing. Hey, I gotta tell you, I watched Chess Network, and he at one time he got one that was a 0. He got a problem that was a 0. So I was like, whoa. So I was like blessed that we have this. Do you guys have any questions on this? On any of these? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions, Fox? Ugh. Sorry about that. I was really thirsty. I didn't mean to drink in your guys' ear. You guys have any questions before I log off? Oh, you'll eventually get there. You know what, guys? It takes time to get good. You just got to be patient with it, struggle with it, and we'll eventually get it. So don't you know what? Think about it. We're up to 2560 now. Remember when we were struggling just to get past 23 into the 2400 club? Now we're in the 2500 club. And so we're getting better and better. But it takes time. Remember, it took several weeks for us to get past the 2400 into the 2500. So don't give up, and you will find them. Remember, there's always a plan in the position. You just have to find it. And when you do, we get to say this. I love it when a plan comes together. And I like what Hannibal Smith said. He says, thinking what your opponent's going to do before they do it. That's a plan. on the A team. That's what he says. And so that's the coolest. That's the thing. And so I'm gonna leave you with this, as Wesley So says, through the Lord Jesus. As I say, God bless. I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening. And I will be back on tomorrow, Lord willing. And keep studying chess and doing good, guys. Bye bye.